Good morning, everyone. I am Thao, and it's my great honor to be here today as a speaker of TEDxYersin University, and thank you for having me. So, before I start my speech, I have a few questions to ask all of you. So, have you ever worked really hard at something and it still didn't work out? Or have you ever put in so much effort and still got nothing in return? Or have you ever sent signals to the universe but no one answered? Like life isn't responding to you and you start wondering, am I doing something wrong? Or am I just not enough for this world? I have asked myself those questions so many times. The answer didn't come right away. They came years later. And I'm here today to share with you about the thing that I call the delayed echo of our choices. So you might be asking, who is the person telling you this? Well, I used to be a normal student. I spent 18 years in school. Then I went to university and graduated with a bachelor's degree, then a master's degree, became a lecturer, and now I'm pursuing a PhD. It sounds like a good CV, right? That's what people see. The results, the achievements, the milestones. But that's only the surface and not what I want to share. I'm here today to share about the part that never shows up on my CV, the time that I struggled the most. So let's go back to the time when I was a university student studying chemistry. I was a good student. I studied seriously, never failed any modules, participated in scientific research projects, even got an exchange scholarship to Japan, and graduated with high marks. Right after that, I became a chemistry teacher at a public high school, and at the same time, a part-time science teacher at an international school in Ho Chi Minh City. That's the life that most fresh graduates in my field would wish for. It looks stable, it looks successful, it makes sense. But something didn't feel right. Every 45-minute lesson felt heavy in a way that I couldn't explain. I remember standing in front of the class, teaching things that I knew very well, but still feeling completely disconnected from it. During the lesson, I was counting time, waiting for the bell to ring. And that's when I had to admit something to myself. I didn't love my job, the very thing that I had worked so hard for. And I started thinking about changing my career path into teaching English. And even to me, that sounded strange, almost starting over in a completely different direction. And I started questioning myself. So if I change my job, so what had all those years been for? Why did I study so hard for? It seemed like I had wasted 4 years of my life for nothing. And at that time, nothing echoed. I believe that many people have experienced the same uncertainty in life, just like I did. Fortunately for me, over time, something started to come back. Not clearly, not immediately, but slowly. And do you know how long it took? 8 years. 8 years of waiting for something to make sense. And I started to see it more objectively. My academic profile, the thing that I had built during my time in chemistry, helped me get accepted into master programs. I applied to 8 programs in the UK, 4 accepted, and 2 even offered scholarships. That's when I began to realize that I wasn't starting from zero. I was carrying something with me. The knowledge I thought was useless, chemistry, has shaped the way I think. It trained me to be logical, to work with data and research tools, things that I'm still using in my new field. And even in teaching English, my chemistry background gives me an advantage, especially in teaching scientific or a technical context. That's when it really hits me. Nothing I had learned was wasted. It had just been waiting to return in a different form. You know, we are often taught to believe that life works in a straight line, that effort leads to results. But life is not that linear. It doesn't always respond immediately. Sometimes it echoes, not as a repetition, but as a transformation. And what's interesting is that you will never know what will come back or when. And that actually reminds me of something in marketing, the lag effect. It refers to the delay between when an action happens and when the results actually appear in sales, in behavior, or in impact. And I started to realize that maybe life works the same way. It's not that nothing is happening, it's just you can't see it yet. And Steve Jobs once said, "You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward." Maybe each experience in your life is just a small dot, and when you place the dots on a blank page, you will never know what they will become. They might seem disconnected, meaningless, or even confusing, but only when you step back and look at the whole picture do you begin to realize that they are actually connected. They were never random at all. They were part of a bigger picture. So maybe the real question is not why life isn't responding to you, but whether you are willing to keep placing the dots even when you can't see the picture yet. Because each decision, each effort, each step you make may feel random at the moment, but something is being formed. Life is not ignoring you, it's preparing something that you can't see yet. But one day, when you look back, the dots will connect, not perfectly, not predictably, but meaningfully. So keep placing the dots, because what you send out today may be the echo that you hear tomorrow. Thank you.